What is up, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's Brother D back with another video. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and it was a really nice conversation about various issues that go on in this world, especially in the world of social media. And this individual asked me the same exact question today. He was like, don't you believe that cancel culture is getting out of control? And my reply to him was, absolutely. I do think it is getting out of control. I think that cancel culture is toxic. I think that cancel culture is cancerous. I think that cancel culture is a bunch of one-track minded individuals who feel like if you have an opposing perspective or opinion, then you don't matter, and you not only do you not matter, but you don't get to function in our world if you don't align with our beliefs. And that is, in a nutshell, what cancel culture really is. Now, boys and girls, there used to be a time period where there was no such thing as cancel culture. If you had an opinion and it just, it just didn't go in alignment with somebody else's, there was this thing called agreeing to disagree, which clearly does not exist anymore. And if it does, it's probably in the ruins, in the Mayan ruins, or some jungle in Brazil or Congo, somewhere buried, is where you can find the treasure of agreeing to disagree. Because you cannot have a respectful conversation with 9 out of 10 people anymore. Which is why I don't talk to anybody. There's a very select few individuals that I actually talk to and have a deep conversation with, because I know that I can be candid and I can be open and say what I want without any backlash or cracking of the whip. That's not the way that the world sees things these days, because, like I said, if you have a different opinion about a particular issue, let's just say you have an issue with abortion, or you have an issue with transgenderism, or you have an issue with political parties, or you have an issue with foreign policies, or you have an issue with, the fact is we all have issues with different things. Everybody has issues with different things in this world, and we all don't see eye to eye on those things. As long as you have 2 different brains, you're going to have 2 different perspectives. Even if they're in agreement with most things, there's probably going to be something that they cannot agree on. Nobody is going to agree 100% with each other. And that doesn't mean that person deserves to be canceled. Maybe there's some people out there that don't understand what this means or what this is. I don't know who created this whole thing about cancel culture, but one thing I do know is that it's ridiculous and it's out of control, to where people they're scared to talk. They're scared to have an opinion, and that's not freedom. That's not fair. That's ridiculous. It's childish. Let's take your job away from you because you don't agree with our way of doing things or our perspectives. Okay? Let's make sure that you never work in this city again because of the way that you see things. Let's have your channel taken away from you. Your social media platforms, let's have that taken away from you. Let's take food off of your table, how you feed your family, because you don't agree with us. That's cancel culture. Now you tell me how in the world is that any better than somebody not agreeing with how you see life? So you think it's okay for you to screw people Do you think it's okay for you to ruin people's lives just because they don't see things the way that you see things, or they have a different approach or an opinion? Do you think that's cool? Can you sleep at night knowing that you've ruined someone's life because of an opinionated based issue? Some of you men and women need to grow up. And I know it's a lot of you out there that's all about it. Cancel them, cancel, cancel, cancel. Look, it's one thing to do that to somebody that's probably deserving of it, but it's another thing when you cancel for every little thing. Like, if you give an inch, people who feel entitled to issues will take a foot. Heck, they'll take a mile. This is why we can't have conservative, intelligent conversations anymore. Because there's too many sensitive individuals. There's so many people who feel like if you don't agree with them that you're the devil, you got some sort of demon, or you're just freaking evil. Somebody stated the other day that the process of evolution, is at an all-time peak. How? How are we evolving? Like, surely we're not talking about intelligence, reasoning, rationale. Surely we're not talking about patience. Surely we're not talking about the evolution of being able to have a conversation with somebody without getting emotional and disrespectful. No, we're not talking about that. We're devolving, if anything, going backwards, because there used to be a time period where you could talk to people without them getting pissed off and angry all the time. But not now. People are mad no matter what you say or how you say it. It doesn't even matter if you say it in a polite manner. People still get mad and they want to cancel you. Just like in the Bible, it says there's going to be a war, one world order, one world government, one way of doing everything. Just one way of everything. It's like they want you to pay for everything one way now. You know, they're trying to do away with cash. Pay for everything with card. One way. They want you to think one way. And if you don't do it, then guess what? You're an enemy of the society. Just one way. And cancel culture seems to be drinking too much of the one-way Kool-Aid. It's not their way. Cancel them. Tell you what, man, every dog has his day, and there ain't really too much more time left at all. You better get your hearts right, get your lives right, because just like the book of Isaiah says, Isaiah 51, for there shall come a day where they call evil good and good evil, and woe unto them. Things that were once considered to be good and healthy are now called toxic. Like, you can't be a man anymore. You can't show masculinity anymore without people wanting to cancel you. You can't have an opinion that may go against mainstream opinions without being canceled anymore. You can't speak freely because you'll be canceled. You gotta be careful what you say. You gotta be careful what you do. You just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful with everything. Oh, Lord, help us all. God bless. Peace.